Hi, I'm Joshua Fox. I'm a sophomore at the University of New Hampshire and the New Hampshire State Chair for Young Americans for Liberty. I first learned about liberty when Rand Paul performed his 13-hour filibuster on drone strikes on American soil in 2013. And unfortunately, from there, I went further right and became a very staunch conservative, advocating for ideas like the Patriot Act, the traditional marriage, pro-life policies, and teaching the Bible in public school. All of these ideas I'm against now. When I was worried when I was entering college that I would become a liberal, and thankfully instead I became a libertarian. I reached this point through a political debate with my one of my best friends, who just so happened to be a communist at the time, and we both realized that the state can't provide for what we want, and it shouldn't have the role that it currently does. I really care about individual liberties, and things like the Second Amendment, marijuana legalization, reforming the NSA, and shrinking the tax codes are really important issues right now. The U.S. government really has become a nanny state that spies on you, steals from you, and prevents you from making personal decisions. And I think the best way to make liberty win is to understand that we as libertarians are a minority in the political spectrum. And I think that we really need to broaden our message. We need to, well, when we're saying phrases like taxation is theft, like, it may be catchy and funny for us to say to each other, but it just makes, like, the normal person just, or not, like, an independent makes us think we're crazy. So people like entitlements like that come from taxes, like Medicare and Social Security and food stamps, but there's also things like national defense. There's other programs that people like that we really just can't, we need some type of funding for it, and that the free market really can't control completely or find a solution for it. So I think we need to infiltrate the Republican Party, masked as conservatives, to really change the party. I think that's the best way for us to win elections and advance libertarian ideas nationwide. Rand Paul is a great example of this. He's been winning elections by 56% ever since, or 56% and 57%, and I think that that's the best way really to move forward for us. Working with Yalcon just taught me so much about political activism. Being my chapter president and state chair has exposed me to so many different organizations. And it's been just an amazing opportunity for, to fight for liberty in my home state of New Hampshire. My proudest accomplishment was fighting for free speech at my college at UNH. Through this semester, I've done 4 different free speech events, all in a goal to get a non-enforcement policy lawsuit against my university to change their unconstitutional speech codes. And throughout this, I've faced some struggles. Weather, it's definitely been a struggle, but more importantly, I've faced threats from my chief of police for trying to host an event without a permit, and thankfully nothing came out of it, but it is a little scary at the time. Why I want to go to Yalcon is I want to meet fellow liberty activists and become a better activist myself who can change ideas and how we're doing with our chapters in our states. Now I want to work advancing liberty in my future, maybe a nonprofit, and hopefully run for elected office. And I think meeting other liberty activists and understanding our message and really solidifying it will really help me get to where I want to be in the future. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.